Alright folks, welcome back to what will hopefully be the final video of Let's Play Lufia 2 Rise of the Sinistrals, The Ancient Cave. The odds that I'm going to get the two Iris treasures in the last 1/4 of the dungeon are slim to none. But we've hit the point where I can start... Because, okay, I through the magic of save states, I was able to get out of here without losing my progress and check on some other stuff. When we fought Gades, my entire party was at level 35. When we went into the Ancient Cave, before levels were reset to 1, Maxim was at level 38, Guy and Salon were a little bit behind, and Dekar was like quite a few levels behind at 25. Right now, in the Ancient Cave, we're all at level 59. So... we're not gaining a level per level of fighting these enemies, but it's not too far off from that, and I think we've hit the point where I can probably afford to not fight every single enemy that we encounter. Which is good, because the enemies down here start getting pretty nasty. You gotta cut that for nasty sensation! And that sort of thing. If you were Dusty Roads, you have to be prepared for a nasty dream, yeah. I'm not talking about the Nasty Boys. I shouldn't be doing that. No one should ever talk about the Nasty Boys. They're best forgotten. Here's an Archfiend, or possibly an Ice Rogue. And it's both, what do you know? What we're going to do here is we're going to have everybody attack it, because if she hits it with lethal pike, fine. If not, I want to start dealing hit point damage as fast as possible. And she killed it. Beautiful. You might never find out why those things are, in my mind, so deadly. Gold eye, silver eye, gold eye, black eye. He got punched in the eyeball, folks. Do you want to give him the silver eye? I would raise his intelligence and lower a bunch of other stuff. Nah. I'm pretty much happy with my my gear. Fire dagger, could care less about that. So I mean, I have slightly improved people's gear by coming in here. It's the Great Coco. You'd think that would be some kind of monkey enemy, but no. It does have fire attacks though. Dekar's almost back to full IP. That's excellent. I said we didn't have to fight every enemy, but I'm still going to try to fight the ones that I think are easy. And that would include these guys. They can be annoying if they absorb your magic, but they're really not going to kill your party. Unless you get really unlucky and you're really sloppy about not healing. By the time you get this deep in the Ancient Cave, you pretty much have to have Absorb and Heal spell, because if you haven't gotten them by now, you're going to have, like, thrown in the towel by now or been killed. I would think heal armor. Unless you're really carefully managing IP items with healing powers like the heal armor. Magical armor can bring the wearer back to life. Forget about it, I don't care. Yes, attack from behind, excellent. Orky has one attack it can do that hits all party members for decent damage. It can also just attack like 10 or 12 times in one turn, just physical attacks. Way more dangerous than a Current. Current, I really don't know why this thing is doing this deep in the Ancient Dungeon. I've never seen it do any real damage. I think it's just there so that you've got some fodder. They don't want every single enemy to be like really bitchin', even if it is the Ancient Cave. Let's go ahead and let Dekar get the very last of his IP back while I'm thinking about it. Excellent. We can confirm that he's got it back by saying that he's, well, Sky Splitter, I don't know if that takes 100% of it, but I think he's now got it all back. So that is excellent. Everything's coming up right for you, folks. You know what game that's a quote from? If not, you really shouldn't be watching this LP. Ah, shoot. Okay, well, you can watch the nightmare unfold, and I won't even frame skip. This is why I consider these guys so freaking dangerous. And I just let them sneak up on me, which means that I've got my weakest characters in the front row, and they get a full set of turns before I can do anything. They're not going to kill my party. They might kill Maxim, though. Maybe it wasn't 10 turns, maybe it's more like 4 or 5 in a row, but man, it's just... It's not fun to be on the receiving end of this. Especially with Salon and Maxim in the front row, because I goofed up. Stop already! Just stop! Stop attacking! Your turn is over! Jesus! Alright. If she's fast enough to get in the first turn, we should be fine. Please be enough to kill it. No. Let's just hope Maxim doesn't get killed. Yeah, well, the other one did its hit everybody attack, which is not that big of a deal. Not compared to the shitloads of physical attacks that you can eat from this guy. See, the magic of frame skips making this battle go by pretty fast, but man, that was an epic. Several turns long, and each turn that thing attacks that many times. There are plenty of bosses in the game that are way easier to kill than a party of 2 of those things. Probably most of the bosses in the game are less dangerous than a party of 2 Orkies. It's a silly little name for a very nasty enemy. I don't know if they even show up in the main story. I think we've gotten deep enough in the ancient cave now. Liches, I think, might show up. I'm almost positive that you never see archfiends in the regular game. We are now fighting enemies that are tougher than the enemies we'll be fighting in the last dungeon of the game. Like, I remember the final dungeons of the games have stuff like Mega Cyclopses, which we stopped seeing a couple of levels up. So we've pretty much gotten to... we're not quite at the toughest set of enemies in the cave, though. When we get to the gold, silver, and copper dragons, specifically the gold dragons. Got in first, or I got in first, okay. Then we'll know that... Oh, wow. They got the jump on me. They teamed up on me there. It was a setup. It was a damn setup, gang. They got me to rush in and attack one while its back was turned, and the other one like snuck around on the side so that it would sneak attack me. It's a sneaky sub. It was a damn setup, gang. All right, just keep on going. But I think what I'll do is I will show you each type of... I will keep fighting the dragons until we fought a gold dragon. And once we've done that, I think I will stop fighting the dragons unless we cannot get to the stairs without fighting them. It's possible that we'll miss an iris treasure on like level 97 or 98 because I'm not fighting all the enemies, but these guys are way outclassed at this point. They're not literally the same as the Minotaurus guys. I mean, it's a palette swap of an enemy, but as far as I know, they've got no special attacks. They're just a regular old enemy. Very weak compared to some of the other enemies at this point. Stronger's a good spell. Now that we've got both Champion and Strong, it's kind of, we don't need it. I was really hoping to get the jump on them, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. That's a very good thing right there. This is another very good thing. That's an excellent thing. That attack does nowhere near as much damage as its physical attack does by the time it's done chaining all those hits. Just to be safe, I'll go ahead and cast Champion again, but you saw how many castings of Champion we went through surviving that battle with 2 of them before where they got the jump on us. Okay, slightly mistimed that. Didn't want to get in too close because I think sometimes if you're really close, it can see you even if it's facing sideways. As long as it's not facing directly away from you, it'll be able to see you. By it, I mean they, because this is like a group monster, but you know, whatever. The royal dress, which is located at the royal outhouse. Sorry, it's a reference to something from an old wrestling interview nobody will care about, really. Bushwhackers getting ready for SummerSlam at Wembley Stadium in England, screaming about the royal outhouse. even from the other room, I can mess with you guys. Sneak attack, yeah. Luck Rapier, I believe that is cursed. These guys are probably not worth fighting, but I feel bad about the fact that you haven't really seen the destructive potential of an Archfiend yet. This has built it up as being this really deadly, dangerous enemy, and you haven't seen it do shit. And that trend will continue. At least one more battle. Oh well. Boomerang, I could care less about that, unless it's like an Iris Boomerang, which I'm pretty sure doesn't exist. Now you'll probably get a chance to see one of them in action. Because I doubt I'll be able to kill them both instantly. Gloomy. Darkness Elemental attack hits all of your party. Seems to do a lot more damage from my recollection than it's doing here. Might be because my armor is just much better than it was when I remember fighting them in the past. They are weak against Holy, which means he'll probably die on this turn. Okay. So, that was probably pretty underwhelming considering the build I gave them. But believe me, they can definitely kill you. No, it seems like with the armor that I've got, and being at level 61, really the only thing I've got to fear are the dragons from the last, like, 15 or so levels. So this is pretty good. Pretty good. Beating those guys without breaking a sweat has built my confidence up a bit here. I'm so obsessed with not cheating on save states that I'm trying to put myself back in the mindset of playing this back on a Super Nintendo back in the day. In a Super Nintendo, I did get to the bottom level of the Ancient Cave once, and then I failed to defeat the boss. And I'll explain more about that after we fight the boss. I will explain how that came to be, and how incredibly frustrating it was. Because I never got to the bottom of the Ancient Cave and actually won and defeated that boss on the SNES. I've done that on emulators since then, but that's it. Should not have held down the frame skip key for that long. I could have been, like, jumped by some really nasty stuff when I went through that door. Shouldn't have done it there either, but kinda careless in my old age. You really suck quite a bit of magic out of her, Jerko. There we go. Oh, she got it all back. Everybody's adorable little slit eyes. I never really paid attention to that before. The beautiful Salon is supposed to be like this goddess walking. It has these two huge slit eyes, no nose, no mouth. And the same goes for the male characters, but who cares what the male characters look like? They're not supposed to be hot. Salon is supposed to be hot. I messed that up, but you probably noticed that. You might be guarding an Iris treasure. I can't have that. Alright. Did physical attack. I think it can inflict status ailments, too. I just remember that these guys can be really deadly. And they're just not showcasing it here, but, you know, that's... Damn it. Meant to spread it around. Instead, I healed 999 hit points on Guy, who has nowhere near that many hit points, even at full health. So we're down to level 80. We should start seeing the dragon enemies pretty soon. Now we're seeing the rogues. Wasn't really paying attention to what its attack was, but oh, destroy. Please don't kill one of my party members. Okay, if you're going to kill one, I'd much rather you killed Maxim or even Salon. I wouldn't be happy with that, but I'd rather that happen than you kill Guy or Dekar, because we're going to need their IP. There's a Gloom Jewel. I think we already got one of those in this run through the Ancient Caves. That's like a double insult there. Adding insult to injury. Not only do I already have them, they already gave me one in this run. Iris treasure? Zerko sword. Yeah, that is a huge disparity in threat between those two enemies there, even if you haven't really seen the Archfiends doing a lot of damage. Pretty sure the Archfiends can use an attack all, like, chance of automatic death spell that affects all. But it might be that I'm overestimating how much, with the old Archfiend Lich combination, how much of the danger came from the Archfiend and underestimating how much came from the Lich, because the Lich is definitely using, like, attack your whole party death magic. And when you're playing on the SNES, and there's no save states, it's wow, 2 purple chests in 1 floor, and another diamond ring. Of course, they can only be used by Salon, so it's a waste. I've already got 2, in addition to the one that she has equipped. She's got a diamond ring equipped, right? Yeah, so that's like 3. It's totally worthless, but still. Kind of neat that we got 2 purple chests in 1 floor. I don't think I've ever had that happen before, actually. But no Iris treasures. I've had plenty of dungeon runs where no Iris treasures popped up the whole time. But it was still disappointing. Here we go. Now we're getting into kind of the last set of enemies in the game. 2 bronze, or copper dragons. These guys aren't too bad. They only get 1 attack per turn. They can do physical attacks. They can heal themselves. They also have an attack all party members, like magical damage attack. But since they can only act once per turn, it's nowhere near as dangerous as the silver dragons, which can act twice per turn, and the gold dragons, which can attack 3 times per turn. Which means that if you fight 2 gold dragons, they can use a attacks all party members magical attack 6 times in 1 round of combat. And they are the most dangerous enemies in the game. You know, other than, like, certain bosses, of course. Or you can use Mirror, which is basically a waste of his turn because I don't use magic against them. But you can use magic against them, and if you do, then them using Mirror on themselves really comes back to bite you in the ass. A long road. It's a long road. Getting from that here. It's a long road. My pants are finally here. Up, that's good. That should mean we're at level 70, right? No, 63. We were at 59. I thought we were at 69 because it's so sexy. And I missed a couple level ups in there, so we're at 70, 63. Rainy day ass. Rainy day, rainy day, rainy day, rainy. Flashing back to a song that I'm embarrassed I can even remember. Came from an anime that I'd be embarrassed to admit that I watched, although I've admitted as much several times during the LP. Whatever that shock attack thing that guy does is, it really doesn't seem to do much damage, and I don't really understand what it's about, but... Rayo shock or something? I don't know. Iris treasure? No. Iris treasures just pop up in those red chests. Like, if you're not paying attention, you're not looking for them, you can get one and be like, Iris? I don't remember what is, like, Iris sword. Oh, I wonder if that's any good, and try to equip it, and then you realize you can't equip it because it's a key item. And then you're like, oh shit, I got an Iris treasure. I really dislike the chariot guys because of the fact that Archfiends hang out with them, and somehow they trump Archfiends as far as which enemy sprite should be used, so you run up to them thinking you're going to have an easy fight, and then they've got an Archfiend with them. Although I've had real good luck with the Archfiends, they have not been giving me much trouble. There's another purple chest, surprisingly. Purple chests are the reason to come into this place in the first place, except that I'm completely caught up with Iris treasures and kind of am over the purple chest treasures at this point. Walking on the pond, the catfish bank, walking along the river road at night, a barefoot girl dancing in the moonlight. I can hear the bullfrog calling me home. Green River. Come on down to Green River. Because of the word catfish. Now have the powerful forearms of a catfish. So, now you can see why we were able to... Firebird, good. That's a good spell to have. Although we're kind of past the point where we're dealing enemies that I want to use magic against. Because you're pretty much best off just using physical attacks against the dragons. Anyway, folks, the catfish jewel, there's the proof, if we needed it, that the reason I was able to bring it into the ancient cave with me is because it is considered a purple chest item. That's why the catfish jewel that I got in the regular game showed up in our inventory here. Incendiary, okay. Probably wasn't necessary that we did that whole little game of getting Dekar's IP back. Oh, I don't like this. Don't like sneaking up on those guys. It just feels really dangerous. Please die. Yes! That should mean that I'll get a chance to kill this guy before he can act at all. And you don't get to see his cinder attack, or his physical attack, which is much less dangerous than his cinder attack. Cinder attack isn't all that bad, really, compared to what the gold and silver dragons can do. The copper dragons are pushovers. Okay, Iris treasure? No. Iris treasure? No. So, you might think that I'm taking way too long with this and fighting every enemy, it's not necessary, blah blah blah. I keep talking about how dangerous this place is, but there's been really very few moments it seems of genuine danger. Part of that's because of the equipment I've got, but part of it is that you really do have to fight every enemy you come across. And carefully heal afterwards to get enough experience to keep going and not be overwhelmed. Which is pretty much what I've accomplished here, I believe. I'm pretty happy with how this run has gone. They just killed Dekar again! God damn it! I just got done patting myself on the back for how well this was going. Immediately lose Dekar. Because of our hubris. Even Miracle wouldn't do us any good, particularly because it's not going to bring back his IP. And there's really no enemies that you... Like, we've gotten to the point now where there's not a lot of enemies that we can fight safely to get IP. These guys, we can't rely on them hitting Dekar, so I'm just going to kill them as fast as we can. And then we're going to go back to that trick that we did with the genies, which I just got done saying we probably didn't need to do. We're just going to let them use bolt attack. Well, he didn't use bolt attack, he defended, but our thing used bolt attack and ended the battle before I wanted it to. Damn you. Now that I think about it, there's no reason to sneak up on him if we're going to do that. There we go, voltage bolt. And it gave him, like, nothing back. The risk here is that we lose all of Maxim's MP trying to get Dekar's IP back, but Maxim's MP is less important than Dekar's IP. I'd really love to see him use that voltage bolt some more, though. This is going to take forever. Is he just done using voltage bolt? Is that what's going on here? I'm starting to think he's just not going to use voltage bolt anymore. game has somehow decided that he can't use Voltage Bolt without having MP, which would make sense, but I was pretty sure that's not how it worked, based on previous experience. Certainly the fact that I can keep sucking MP out of him. And maybe he gets an absorb spell that doesn't cost him any MP, so he can use it even when he has none. Anyway, this is getting old. But we really want to have full MP for Dekar. This is important, folks. I cannot underestimate or understress that. Except that I'm going to kill him because I'm sick of this. Iris treasure? No. Oh, somebody snuck up on us. Somebody should be attacking us each turn. You guys are just messing with me. All they're gonna do is suck magic out of us. They're not gonna attack at all. I apologize for this, folks. No, this isn't very exciting, but want that IP back for Dekar. I want to know that we've got it in the bank and not have to worry about fighting dragons to get it back. The dragons should restore it pretty quickly, though, if we're fighting them at all. So it might be just a complete waste that I'm taking the time here. I've got them up to about a third. That's probably good enough. Especially because we've got these guys to deal with. They got the jump on us. She really needs to start stealing some magic back. I will be sick if I manage to get killed by these guys because of goofing around trying to get back the IP for Dekar. But it's not out of the question. It'd be nice if they would attack some more. Now that they're down to 2 and I'm not really in any danger from them. What am I making him defend for? Just totally lost track of my plan here. Okay. So Dekar's death has more or less been righted. He's a little bit behind in experience with the others, but it doesn't matter. He's not a full level behind. And even if he was, it wouldn't make a big deal. And we found a coat. So that means everything's going great. Level 85. Hopefully we'll get them both. They'll all attack as hard as they can on this turn, so the Dekar will get a little bit back. Yeah. Okay. Now Dekar is behind by a level now. Iris treasure? No. And hey, they attacked Dekar, so that's nice. He leveled up, I think. No, that must have been the Council Monster. And, okay, everything's going pretty well now. We might have gotten to the point where I can start skipping enemies. We've probably been there for a while. It might be that this final boss battle is going to be really underwhelming, folks. I don't want to tell you too much about it before we get there. But there's definitely a boss waiting at the bottom of this thing. Okay. You guys, maybe we should have skipped. He's going to use the Thunder Spell on us, which is a nasty little spell. You can do quite a bit of damage when you don't have all the best gear on. And he's going to do it twice. He did Gloom Me twice on us before, and he's going to do Thunder on us twice. As you can see, that took Salon down to like half health. We got healed, which was a stroke of luck, but if we were fighting a couple of those guys, or we were fighting one of those and a dragon or something, it can get really bad. And as you can see, they aren't exactly easy to kill. There's Gloomy. And regular old attack. And you're just going to attack, which is stupid, but okay, whatever. You did a great service in that battle by healing us when you did, so I'm not going to be too upset. Okay. There's also something appealing about the notion of killing every enemy in the Ancient Cave. Not just doing an Ancient Cave run, but doing a full clear. But we already know that I've accidentally gone down the stairs without meaning to before clearing floors on at least, I think, 2 different occasions. So, yeah, that'd be a pretty meaningless boast to attempt now. Managed to lose it around the corner, that's nice. The real threats to you are always the enemies that get to act before Salon does. Because Salon, with... see? Now it's happening, folks. I told you it was going to happen eventually. We've got more items than we have space for. So we're just going to start dropping stuff that we know is not stuff that we can take back out of the cave with us. Silver Eye, almost threw it away. That was from a red chest, I'm pretty sure I remember that. Holy fruit, you've been out too long in the midnight sea. Okay, we're probably alright now. Yeah, I'll pick that up again, just why not? Alrighty. Oh shoot! I just gotta stop using frame skip down here. It's dangerous. So, Silver Dragon, be a good guy to auto kill. Yes, excellent. You still haven't seen the Cinder Blast attack of the Bronze Dragon. The Silver Dragons have something called Diamond Dust, which is similar, but it can act twice in a turn, which means it can basically do its I hit everybody in your party attack twice. Iris treasures. This would be a great time for you to show up. Why did I use champion? I could just rush over here. Oh well. Not a big deal. Ah. So the gold dragons will start showing up deeper in. And this is part of the problem with the dragon enemies in general, is you don't know which kind you're going to face from the map screen. They have the same sprite. Then when you get up and actually fight them, you might find out that you got a much tougher battle on your hand than you thought you did. But hey, we're at level 87 of a 99 level cave, so we have to expect that things are going to be getting pretty difficult at this point. that worried about having all my MP when I get to the final boss, but IP is very important, because we're just going to use some of our big hellacious IP attacks against him. Basically, of course, we're going to blow through all the IP. Confused twice on one floor? What the hell is that about? Dark Summoner. It's like Yuna gone bad. I've done it. I've become a Dark Summoner.
My friends, I've studied long to become a great summoner.
So that I can steal the rare candies. I will summon Pokemon and steal the rare candies. I'm a Dark Summoner. It's really scary and badass, I'm telling you.
Alright, so once again, Silver Dragon really doesn't get a chance to shine. Turn around. Yes, there you go. If you go down and like advance 1 frame at a time in my video, you will get to see the Cinder attack, because it finally did it, and I was frame skipping. Sorry, folks. Damn, turn around. You might get to see it here. But you won't. Short sword. Iris sword? No. Short sword. Crappy sword. There's a miracle. Those are good. I would love miracles even more if they restored your IP, but they don't. Ooh, okay, this could be bad news. Didn't even heal everybody up all the way. Oh, that's a stroke of luck right there. That would not have been... I told you there's like an 85% or 80% chance of that killing them. This would not have been the time for that to fail on us. You do not want to fight 2 gold dragons. Alright, so here it is using Zap. That did some pretty hellacious damage. I mean, it didn't wipe us out or anything, but the thing gets to attack 3 times per turn. Oh, and this is the other reason I hate these guys. They seem to be immune to a lot of different elemental attacks, which makes them very hard to kill. They appear to be immune to Thunder and Holy. Maxim might be able to hurt it. But if he's the only one that can, with Salon healing every round, this is going to take forever. Oh, well, you get plenty of chance to see its badass attacks. Yeah, if he's the only one who can hurt it, that's just no good. Stardust Blow is its ultimate attack. Does that 3 times in a row, you're basically screwed. Okay, so... what can we do here? Obviously, these guys are not going to be able to hurt it. So we'll just start throwing out random shit at it, I guess. Won't let us change items in mid-fight either. I mean, it won't let us equip different weapons. Oh, this sucks. X-Boomer? I am not about using their IP on it, though. Like, I've been obsessed with the fact that we need to keep their IP. I was really hoping that we would have it not do that much damage so Maxim could heal and Salon could take a crack at it with the Fatal Pick, but it did too much damage to us. Okay, attack Deckar, that's good. Zap is not good, but it's a lot better than Stardust Blow. And now it's upped its physical attack power. I don't mind that too much, because it doesn't have... its physical attacks are not what makes it dangerous. Of course, Fireball Miss is great. Alright, let's just hope that she can kill it. Yes. Whew, well, you can see why it's important to have the Fatal Pick now, can't you? Alright, that's kinda sucked. Let's see about equipping some other stuff on Deckar and Guy that'll work against those guys. Gades Blade is a big drop in their attack power, but I think it'll work on anything. That's Thunder Elemental, so it probably won't work. It's water. Gades Blade might be the safest bet. Kinda sucks though, because it really does decrease a lot of his other stats. And those guys aren't gold dragons, which means we would have been better off fighting them with the weapons I just de-equipped, but they're just much less dangerous than gold dragons, so, you know, if we're not using our very best against them, we'll probably still be okay. Did I just see somebody missing? I have to pay attention now. Who's able to... Okay, you missed. That's not a surprise. If these guys are missing with the Gades Blade, then something's wrong. They're doing a lot less damage now, though. But against gold dragons, they should be able to hit. Now that you've seen a gold dragon in action, though, I'm asking myself, do I want to fight any more of them anyway? The answer's probably no. I'm gonna try to get all the treasure chests in case there's an iris treasure down here just like taunting me by being near the very last most dangerous areas. Nice. They killed Guy! They killed Maxim! Fuck me! We don't have any magic spells that will bring them back either. Oh, shit. Okay, that I can handle. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, man. Alright. Well, why should she have IP? Nobody else will now. It's awful. Kept talking about... Oh no! Now none of... They've all got Gades swords equipped now. None of them can hit it. Shit. Oh well, it's not really that dangerous an enemy, but... Oh, good grief, that was awful. That was the worst thing that could have happened short of us actually getting killed at this point. Because now we've got to get our IP back, and we're... The only enemies that we have to do it against are really dangerous. The temptation to save state here is really strong. And we're gonna get jumped here. Okay, we're getting jumped by copper dragons. Copper dragons I can handle. Matter of fact, we're gonna just defend every turn. These guys are nowhere near as threatening as like the gold dragons would be. It's boring, but if we can get them to start using Cinder Blast, we'll start getting our IP back. Copper Dragon loses mirror. Do you remember where you had it last? Maxim's got most of his back, but I don't really care about Maxim's. It's Guy and Dekar who really need to have it going. This would be even more boring without a frame skip, folks. Just remember that. Small mercies. Okay, that was actually a good turn for us. They both used their most devastating attack. Matter of fact, Salon almost has all of her IP back. Do we have shield? We might want to use it on her. That'll reduce the damage of that attack. But I don't think we've got it, so... Oh, so how are you folks doing? Are you enjoying this LP? Is it boring you to tears at this point? Oh, I apologize. But I mean, yeah, you got a glimpse at just how quickly your game can end in the ancient cave. I'm glad we had at least one really nasty close call. I'm really glad we had one that we managed to get out of in one piece, is what I should be saying. I was starting to dread the idea that it would go so smoothly that I would just look like a putz for being worried about it possibly going bad at all, but you saw it, folks. They wiped out 3 of my party members kind of out of the blue. Should have been probably using miracles to revive them in battle. My instinct is to just push through and end the battle quickly and then recover. And in the ancient cave, that's a bad instinct. Because you've got no place to run to if things go poorly. You need to get out of the battle in good shape, and it's just you lose if like things go kind of bad. You got a little bad luck, and everyone does get wiped out. You need to just be really sure that doesn't happen, because you can lose hours of progress. They're really just picking on Salon a lot. She's not getting a chance to absorb magic back. But we are gradually getting back RIP. And I think after this, I really am just going to stop fighting enemies. Period. I'm not going to fight anything from this. I think what I'll do is I'll save state, just in case this means that we're not leveled up enough to beat the boss. And what I'll do is I'll get to the boss, and if I can't beat the boss because of this, then I will basically acknowledge that we failed in the ancient cave. But just so that the LP isn't adversely affected, we'll go ahead and we'll load state. And having acknowledged that I didn't accomplish the task, I'll still show you what happens if you do it correctly. But, yeah, I think at this point I'm just not going to fight enemies in the ancient cave anymore. Too many close calls. Stop using frickin' mirror and crap and start using your attacks. Maybe they're out of the ability to use Cinder Blast. No, and then they instantly use it. Almost there, folks. Apologies for this. This would not be necessary if those Necromancer Dark Summoner dudes. I was making jokes about the Dark Summoner. I was like, oh, where you at? And then it's like, I don't think so, buddy. We're gonna kill all your asses for making fun of us. So there we go. That worked out pretty well. Took a while. Wasn't that exciting to watch. This is the kind of thing you've got to do to survive the ancient cave. You've got to be really patient. When you find places where you can exploit, absorb, or, to get IP back so that you can use the powerful IP skills later, you've got to be willing to do stuff like that, not just get through as quickly and simply as you can. Rally is a really good spell to have. It would have been great to have had in that battle against those Dark Summoners. Okay. And as I said, we're not going to fight those guys. The only thing you've missed is you never got to see the Silver Dragons do the Diamond Dust attack. I'm sure we'll see that before the LP's over. Other enemies have it. You saw the Starlight Blow, which is the ultimate Starlight Melody, which is the ultimate attack of the Gold Dragon. I totally sang that wrong. It's like, then Starlight Melody, the melody that still refrains, or whatever the hell that song is. Stardust Memory. Stardust Melody, that's what it's actually called. But anyway, Willie Nelson did a cover of it, I don't think he wrote it. But that's like the ultimate attack of the Gold Dragons. We fought 2 Gold Dragons. You saw how dangerous they are because they're immune to a bunch of the weapons that we had equipped. Which just makes them really hard to kill. Dark Summoners usually never give me any trouble at all, because unless they're automatic death attacks, they're supposed to have a pretty low chance to hit, and if they don't hit, they really don't have a whole lot else in their arsenal. But man, that was ugly. Irish treasure would not go amiss at this point game. It would make me feel better about some of the trouble I've been put through. Okay, I was wondering whether we should even bother to get this sizzle sword. Oh, that's an excellent weapon, though. Got the fry sword, and now the sizzle sword, I think, is what Maxim's using. So never mind, I've already got one. I've already got two in reserve and one equipped on him. It is a really good item to get, but I've already gotten them because I've been through the ancient caves so many times looking for the Irish treasures. I think there's nothing on the other side of him that we care about. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to... Oh, well, at least we can jump them. Which means that if they're dangerous, we can just flee. Said I wasn't going to fight them anymore. Turn around. Excellent. Oosh. Yes! Oh, that makes it so much easier. Very good. Very good. All that for an X potion. Can't get over the idea that if I leave a red chest unsearched, that it's gonna be the one that finally would have given me a freaking Irish treasure. Down to basement 90. P90! Got baggy. Got high potion. The exit's there. We really should just take it. Wow, quite a few purple chests here at the bottom of the ancient cave. Gorgon rock. Don't think I had one of those. No, I did have one. But you do Orky attacks. No, it's the Orky gets to do like several attacks per turn, which is awesome, but the Gorgon rock does their like hit all enemies attack, which is by far its least dangerous attack. Less dangerous attack. Least dangerous attack. That was not the direction I wanted you guys to move in. And no, the purple treasure chests don't, I think, statistically appear any more often in the lower levels. It's just kind of the way it feels this time. But we've seen weird stuff happen. I've seen 2 purple chests on one level, and we've gone like 10, 15 levels with no purple chests. Gladius, kind of a piece of crap weapon for this point in the cave. But yeah, this should go a lot faster now that I'm not fighting everything. Matter of fact, we might get to level 99 in under an hour. Oh, but I was going to save. I never saved. Shoot. Alright, well, with save state here, we've already missed some enemies, obviously, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get through here without fighting this guy. Let's see if we can get him to turn and face away from us. Okay, they're not that dangerous, because there's no gold dragons amongst them. Just because we fought them doesn't mean we're going to fight you unnecessarily. We're fighting the ones that we absolutely can't avoid. $93, magic. It's tempting to just... yeah, forget it. Alright, we're going to explore this level. And this happens for 2 reasons, folks. You get down to this point and the enemies are just so dangerous that you... Any battle is... high potential to end your play, your run. Also, the fact that by the time you got to 95, you're just really sick of the ancient cave. I'm sorry. I'm sure you are. I know I am. I just want to get this over with now. Zerko Axe, if it doesn't have a like Mega Axe was thunder powered, Zerko Axe is water powered. Alright, well, I'm not gonna, but I'm gonna stick with the Gades swords. They don't do a ton of damage compared to the other stuff I've got, but I know that they will hit gold dragons. Pretty sure I know that. Have we actually now fought one and defeated it with anything other than fatal lethal pick since oh well. And, you know, I need to, like, I usually have a finger on the frame skip button. I need to just remove that. That is asking for trouble. And instinctively, I keep reaching over towards it. It's like, no! Do not do that, JG! Make sure we've got Providence in our inventory, and if we do, I'm going to go ahead and save a state over the one where we started this whole mess, just in the knowledge that if I screw up somehow, if I save state right before we face the final boss, so that I can show you more than one outcome, that will mean that we can still, if all goes really poorly, use Providence and get out of here and retain the purple chest items that we got, although none of them are of any great use. And we didn't get any iris treasures, which is really hoping to get some iris treasures here. It's something. I have to decide, am I going to off-screen until I get those iris treasures, or am I just going to forget it? The work that I did off-screening, trying to get the iris treasures, made it much more possible for me to do an on-screen record. Oh well, they're dark summoners, I can handle this. It's the most expensive attack spell we have. It should be the strongest, right? Thunder is, and we don't have that, so let's go with Dragon. Bolt I can handle, just don't give me that automatic death crap. Physical attacks are fantastic. The little wizened old dudes, much like Yuna coming up and hitting me with a little belladonna wand.
Right! Smack. Watch what I can do, Titus.
Oh crap, don't kill anybody, you bastards. Okay, alright. They apparently get 2 attacks each per turn, which is not nice. So they always come in groups of like 4, it seems like they do anyway. So what we basically got is, potentially, they can cast the automatic death to your whole party attack 8 times in a round. And that really didn't do that much damage to them. His will do significantly less, of course, because he has a lower intelligence score than she does. Well, that's nice. We're getting healed. I think at this point we're just going to attack. Don't kill anybody. Don't kill anybody. Kill the capsule monster. I can handle that. Damn. And they can't hit this thing with Gady's sword. See, you can't win. There's no equipment setup that's going to work against everybody that you can face. He's confused. Hopefully we'll kill it before his turn comes back up. Good. Because that could have been nasty. He's not confused, he's poisoned. Or maybe he was both. Either way, folks, playing fast and loose here. Dangerous to be going after these enemies. Apparently we've already been down there. So let's just find the exit. I've lost track of it. Here's a room we haven't been in. Don't care about purple chests so much now as I really do care more about red chests. It's like a 1 in a million chance each one will be the iris treasure I'm looking for. But purple chests never have iris items in them, so that's really what I care about at this point. Gutter Whip. Dr. Gutter! Damn you guys. At least we got in first. Thank you for using the bolt attack. I don't know why you didn't do that last time, Shaggy, Flash, whatever your name is, but, you know, I guess we can't complain but too much. It'd be really nice if Shaggy used that bolt attack against the final boss. Healing against the final boss, not a big deal. Anyway, level 97. The odds of us getting an iris treasure now are basically nil. You fuckers are going to make us fight 2 silver dragons. It might get a diamond dust attack, that would be interesting to see, but no, it's not going to. potion. Not the mine horde. Terror ball. The most terrifying ball the world's ever known. It's like Monster's Ball, but even more terrifying. Level 98. Right through those stairs, folks, is the end. That door is very well guarded. This door... No, that's it. We're done. We're not even messing with it. Ancient Cave, final floor. Let us save our state. As you can hear, they've got the music from the Fortress of Doom in Lufia 1 is playing. Did I even remember to do sync music in this? If not, I'll have to do it here. Didn't do it there. You might be wondering, why isn't JG just getting on with it? A Sinistral? No, Blob. I never imagined anyone could make it this far. Who are... Wait a minute, you're just a blob of jelly, right? Fool, I'm the strongest and oldest of jellies. I control everything in this cave. I'm also the last enemy you'll meet here. Since you've come this far, show me what you're made of. Fight, not fight. I think I chose not fight the first time I got down here on the SNES because I was scared. And that was a punk-ass move on my part. And if you manage to miss Providence, you're totally boned at this point. So here's what happens if you choose. Well, we just save stated, right? Let's save state. Here's what happens if you choose not fight. As you wish. He leaves. Oh, but you get another chance. You do get another chance. I don't think I even realized you get another chance. But let's just choose fight from the get-go. Now then, I'll show you my gelatin gestures. And you face a big, pixelated blob. It looks like a Japanese person's genitals. I don't know what I'm saying, folks. No, it's a big pixelated blob, so let's... Well, it's Master. I am the Master. So what have we got? We got Thunderblock, Stardust Blow, of course the Gold Dragon Attack and Octo Strike. But, here's the deal. This guy is a very special boss. He doesn't attack you. He will actually heal you on your first turn. And the first time I fought him, I wasted all my turns doing buffs. Like, I wanted to do attack up. I did a lot of defense up, you know, boost my magic resistance and physical defense. He never attacks you. Well, let's just fight it, and I'll explain it as we go. Holy Wall, Sudden Cure... I didn't really think, actually, other than making sure the Gady swords were equipped. I didn't really do my homework with being ready for this. So this could be bad. Aquamare, Zap, and Diamond Vest. But my big thing is I'm going to trick those guys as much as... Let's regain our strength. Gives you all your magic, or your hit points back. We want to boost their attack power as much as possible. It's 124. 144. Holy Energy. Doesn't help us at all. He already healed us. We need you to attack. 373, not bad. 513, much better. I'm just going to attack again, trick again, and trick again. Right, let's go. He gives you your magic points back. So I'm just going to cast a trick again. Bolt attack. Excellent. This could help us. Could help us a lot. 800 might make the difference. You'll understand what I'm talking about in a moment. Attack again. Okay. Attack again. Okay. Octo Strike. Octo Strike. Stardust Blow. Diamond Dust. Are we ready? Checking situation. Diamond Dust. Couple hundred damage. Nothing spectacular. Stardust Blow. A little bit better. Bolt Attack. Excellent. Really lucky the Octo Strikes won't even be needed. There we go.
Alright, you can take this now. I'm gonna kill you with my Octo Strike. I have the unique Gades sword. No one else in the world has this weapon. Certainly not Gades and certainly not Deca. That's right, it's just me, nobody else. I'm gonna hit you with my Octo Strike, baby. It's a unique weapon. Nobody else in the world has this weapon. Certainly not God or Gades. We certainly don't have one in reserve, baby. And we won! We defeated the final boss of the Ancient Cave. Excellent. I was a little worried we wouldn't be able to do it. Got 1 experience, 1 gold. Who cares? What power and ability! I have to admit you're the world's best warrior. The 4 of you collectively. I'm honored to have been able to fight. It's one that's brilliant to see you. 4 collectively. Before I go, let me give you this. That's the key to the Ancient Cave. Bye-bye. Here's the real problem. If you don't have Providence, you're still in the Ancient Cave, and you can't get out. Alright, let's save state. And now let's see what happens if you fight in a more traditional manner. Alright, well, we're gonna go for, Thunderblock. We're gonna go for Thunderblock, because we think you might have Thunder Magic, and then I want to go with, I'll start, you know, increasing agility and, you know, shit like that. Let's regain our strength. We do our turn, right? Then we start attacking in regular. Right, let's go. It gives us our magic back. We attack. Get another round in there. Are we ready? Check the situation. We attack. I'm out of here. I guess he's supposed to be fleeing, but he basically destroys himself. You get the experience and stuff, but power you have. There's no match for the Jelly Juggernaut, my friend. Perhaps another time. And he's gone, and you lose. Basically, you've got 3 turns to kill it. Doesn't attack you. That's why it doesn't matter if you've got good armor. Doesn't matter if you've got, you know, plenty of defensive spells. You've got 3 turns to kill it, and that's it. And you don't know that the first time you fight it. First time I got to level 99, I spent my 3 turns buffing, raising defense, then he ran away. I was pissed, folks. I was pissed. At any rate, we did manage to defeat it. Like I said, Gades Sword's by far the best weapon to have against him, because as far as like just 1 IP attack, dealing out the most possible damage, it's got to be the Gades Sword. There's other swords that do more damage, but none of them have an IP attack that just does that much damage in 1 shot to 1 enemy. So now we're going to use Providence to get out of here, because if you don't have this, you're totally boned. Survivors of this cave are people of good fortune. Future glory will be yours. Oh, it's you. You're back safe and sound. Return your items so you may return to the city with your head held high. This is the ancient cave. Please use your items of magic here. See, nobody even seems to acknowledge or recognize the fact that you've defeated the enemy at the bottom of the ancient cave. The master of the ancient cave. However, we can now go into this room and we can get the Brill Helm, which is a helm whose inside is covered with Brillo pads. The Light Jewel, which isn't very heavy, and the Dragon Ring. I am curious, can we bring any of those into the ancient cave? No.
So those don't come in the ancient cave. They're just kick-ass treasure that we get. You can only get for clearing the ancient cave. Are they worth it? Probably not. What's the stone plate you got to keep? Let's see. Brillhelm is not much better than the plate cap, but it returns light attack against the enemy for a short time period. Really not that big a deal. Raises your defense power by quite a bit, actually. It's the attack power. It's raising a lot of stuff. Probably one of the best helmets in the game, but not exactly a game changer. What about the Dragon Ring? Increases most of his stats, so it appeared to be better than the Thunder Ring. It gives you the Dragon Spell, which isn't really that anything to write home about. And the Light Jewel? Gust Flash. So it appeared to be just some really good items, but certainly there's like a term gamers use for this when what you've accomplished proves that you're a good enough game player that you don't need the rewards to succeed at the game. Ancient Cave is all about that. If you can get far enough in the Ancient Cave to collect up a lot of really good items, the main story where you get to use those items is just not a challenge for you at all. Came with the Ancient Cave too. Came with the Ancient Cave, brother. I'm Hulk Hogan, dude. Look at me, I'm like blonde shit, dude. That makes me Hulk Hogan, brother.
You defeated the boss in the ancient cave. That's wonderful. Let me display it right away.
So one of the 10 iris treasures is actually a jelly icon to show you defeated the boss.
Iris place me full of iris treasures and jelly.
But we didn't get the iris treasures that I was looking for. That's disappointing. I have to mull over whether I'm going to bother to go and hunt for them anymore in my own time. I might just play through the story, get to the end, and then go through again with Artia and the party and try to get them, because, you know, we've beaten the Ancient Cave. That's what matters, really. I showed you guys an Ancient Cave run, complete Ancient Cave run. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope somebody watched it. But, you know, it's obviously I'm not the first one who's ever done it by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's the first one that's on YouTube. And that's cool. And I never had to cheat with save states. I was worried that I might run into some issues. Like, I mean, we had some close calls. We ran into a bunch of Dark Summoners who were not on my short list of enemies I was worried about. I was worried about Archfiends. I was worried about Gold Dragons. We had a match with a Gold Dragon that got kind of ugly because we didn't have anything equipped that could hurt it. But it didn't give us anywhere near as much trouble. Like, we didn't come as close to getting killed as we were by those Dark Summoners. They almost wiped us out. That was a bad scene. Close calls. We had a couple of those, folks, but we got through. And we've beaten the challenge, a sub-game challenge that's much tougher than the game itself. The main game never throws anything quite as nasty at you as some of the stuff we fought at the bottom of the Ancient Cave. And of course, in the main story, if you get killed, you just go back to the last save point. Ancient Cave, if you get killed down on level 90, you're starting back up at the top of that bitch. But we've done it. It's over. And I can get back to the main storyline. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna have dialogue to read again, baby. Anyway, it's Mysterious JG here. Thank you very much for watching my run through the Ancient Cave. And the off chance that anybody is just a Lufia 2 fan who just showed up because they wanted to see an Ancient Cave run, I will bid you goodbye here. But for the rest of you, tune in for the next video when we return to the main story, and I've got a lot more fun chances to read dialogue and enjoy the story and the plot, but the challenge of the gameplay itself will evaporate. Thanks a lot, folks. I'll see you next time.